What's up, sneakerheads? I'm Chase.
And I'm Landon, and today we're going to be giving you everything you need to know about the upcoming Air Jordan 6 Retro Bordeaux and how to cop. All right, so first, thanks for taking some time to stop by and check us out. If this is your first time here, feel free to hit that subscribe or follow button and give the video a like. We would greatly appreciate that. But now let's go ahead and start off with the basic info for this release before we move on. So this Jordan 6 is set to release on Saturday for September 4th, pending any delay, with a retail price of $190. And their release time is set for 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern time on the Sneakers app and some other sites that we'll get into. But just for right now, make sure you go in and turn on those notifications just so you will be reminded to enter. And it isn't showing it right now, but I would expect this to be a Sneakers draw. So you should have 10 minutes to enter once they become available, but I would be ready whenever the clock hits the hour just in case. So for sizing, this will be an extended sizing release with big kids up at $140, preschool down at $80, and then toddler all the way down at $60. But that pretty much covers the date and the time. So let's take a closer look at the overall design and the reason for the hype on these. All right, so I'm not usually a fan of the Air Jordan 6 model, but I'm actually pretty intrigued by this colorway. So the Jordan 6 model is normally, kind of middle of the pack resale for the aftermarkets, but this one definitely has some potential. So this color is actually inspired by the Air Jordan 7 Bordeaux that released a few years ago, and now it's kind of showing up on this Air Jordan 6 model, and I actually think the whole shoe kind of really flows together well here. So for the color scheme, you have like black overlays and kind of a gray base and a few different shades of gray that show up on these. And then of course that kind of like wine red or the Bordeaux color under the tongue. And then it shows up on the heel tab as well. And then another color on there, you have that like flash orange specks up on that lace tab and on the Jordan logo on the bottom of these shoes. So overall, this is actually a pretty sweet look. I don't say that about most Air Jordan 6 models either, because I get that there's also going to be some like nostalgia for this model since it is the shoe that Michael Jordan made his first title run in whenever he won the NBA Finals in the 1990-91 season. So that actually effectively makes this the 30-year anniversary from that title run. But that pretty much covers the design on these, so let's move on. All right, so for raffles and reservations, there isn't actually anything available at the time of this recording, but there is still a good chance that some options will be opening up soon on the Footside apps like Hibbett Sports, Foot Locker, especially those since it's going to be a GR release and full family sizing. And then some other sites as well will have some raffles for these. So as long as the release isn't pushed back, just make sure you keep an eye on the How to Cop side of our website, which you can find at www.shoewear.co. And that's where we update raffles every day as they continue to open and close. And then another way, if you don't want to do that, you can always just refer back to this video because we do leave a link below in the description that will take you directly to our blog post. So that's just another way that you could access that information. But now we'll let Chase take over so he can let you know what sites are releasing these, what the aftermarket looks like, and your best chance on how to cop a pair.
Thanks, Landon. Now let's look at exactly where this Jordan 6 colorway is dropping and at what time. So starting off at 10 a.m. Eastern time, you have DTLR, East Bay, Finish Line, Foot Locker, Foot Action, Hibbett Sports, JD Sports, Jimmy Jazz, Nike Sneakers, and YCMC. Now I have also added other sites that aren't confirmed yet, but in the past they have dropped other Jordan 6 colorways. But moving on, let's look at the average sale prices on the aftermarket. Now as a disclaimer, the prices you see could change as we move closer to the release, but also when you visit our website, there will be links to the marketplaces for you guys to check out closer to the release date. So starting off with StockX is at an average selling price of $380. GOAT's sitting at $400 and eBay is at $350. To give you guys a better idea of what stock will be, let's look at the previous Jordan 6 release, which was the electric green colorway. So right now what you guys are seeing is a stock distribution graph of some of the retailers stock that released the electric green 6s. So off the bat, you can see that the stock was greater than 80,000 pairs, and most of the stock was split between sizes 9 through 11. Now, I do assume that the Bordeaux colorway should have similar total stock numbers and even similar stock distribution. Now onto my resale prediction. I predict that this Bordeaux colorway is going to go for around $280 to $300, netting you a profit of $50 to $70 per pair. Now, I just want to take a quick second and remind you guys again to consider subscribing or following and even liking this video for the algorithm. But let's jump back into the video. Now, should you hold or sell this Jordan 6 Bordeaux colorway? And I'm actually kind of torn. So some things that you should consider is the history of the Bordeaux colorway. For my research, I have not seen this colorway ever dressed on a Jordan 6, and usually when it comes to the Bordeaux colorway, it's only been released on Jordan 7s. And actually, the Jordan 7 Bordeaux has been re-released since 1992 was the first release, then it was re-released in 2011, and then 2015, and now it's time for its re-release on 30th anniversary in 2021, but on a Jordan 6 this time. So then it also might look like this release could actually re-release again in another 4 years. So there's that for holding. But when it comes to quick flipping this shoe, I have never seen a Jordan 6 have such a high resale at this time during a release. So the only thing that I can recommend is to go with your gut no matter what, and good luck on this release.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for episode 49 of How to Cop for the Air Jordan 6 Bordeaux. Thank you guys for taking some time to watch. And for more sneaker news, our available shoes for sale, just anything that we do, click the link in our bio and check that out.
Also, feel free to comment and interact below to let us know what shoe you want to hear about next. But until next episode,
Peace.